I just embarked on the exquisite and incredibly luxurious Riverside Ravel for a delightful cruise along the Rhone River in France. And soon I will be taking you on a tour of this magnificent ship. After joining the Riverside Ravel, I am welcomed and introduced to a wonderful team on board. A very nice touch to make me feel right at home.
Hi, good evening everyone. Thank you so much for coming all the way here to be with us in the second week of the Riverside Ravel's cruise.
The top deck, known as the Vista Deck, is a great place for a stroll. Sitting back and relaxing in one of the many lounges or table areas, all with perfect vantage points. Or having a drink at the Vista Bar while taking in the magnificent scenery of the south of France. The Palm Court with its floor-to-ceiling windows, comfy seating, and specialty drinks is a great place to gather with friends and family. All meals are served with stunning views at the Waterside Restaurant, and the Vintage Room serves 7-course meals with all courses paired with a perfect wine. You must reserve in advance for this exceptional dining experience. World-class trained chefs prepare every plate of culinary delight using the finest ingredients and cooking techniques. If you want more than relaxation, the jet pool allows you to swim laps along with the fitness center for some great working out. However, after all that, there's nothing better than a hot stone massage to soothe those muscles. The Ravel Suite has a living room with a fireplace, a separate bedroom with a floor-to-ceiling window so you can take in the views while lying in bed, a large bath with double vanity, and a walk-in shower and closet, and a work area for those who are always connected. Getting familiar with the ship today has been a wonderful experience for all my senses. I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. Bonne nuit, mes amis. We just arrived in Rockmore, where Riverside has organized an unforgettable kayaking experience along the beautiful landscapes and monuments of the Gardone River. I'm about to embark on a kayak on the Gardone River, ready to discover the breathtaking scenery that awaits. Kayaking on the Gardone River is a calming and exhilarating experience with nature, gliding along slowly one moment and entering fast rapids the next. But it's also a lesson in history, as the Pontegar aqueducts spanning 1,200 feet across the river takes us back to the 1st century AD, when the Romans built these 3 levels of arches to carry 9 million gallons of water a day to the city of Nîmes, the then capital of the Roman province in southern France. You may ask yourself, how could they use 9 million gallons of water a day back then? Well, it was pretty easy for a city with luxurious villas, baths, lots of fountains, and many other Roman comforts. And for the brave at heart, take a dive from one of the cliffs overlooking the Gardone before heading back to the ship. A drive through the south of France countryside along vineyard line roads brings me to our next destination. Get those taste palates ready. Guests of Riverside Cruises have exclusive access to a very special culinary experience at the Domaine de Panery winery. Founded in 2018, Domaine has come alive. It has been modernized, rebuilt, and revitalized. Everything has been done to revive the genuine grape varieties year after year. The vintages are gaining in size and consistency to offer a homogeneous and award-winning range of wines. The winery is also open for special events, lunch, and there's a beautiful art gallery there. Great food is always nice when tasting great wine. The resident chef prepares some of the classics and serves it all to us fresh, farm to table. Another spectacular day exploring the south of France. And as the sun sets on the Rhone River, I say until tomorrow, have a pleasant sleep, everyone. As we continue our journey down the Rhone River, the rolling hills, majestic cliffs, and small quaint towns are breathtakingly beautiful. Castles and towers offer a window to the past and how this place once served the Romans that lived along these beautiful shores. We've been on the Ravel for only 2 days now, and it has been nothing less than a wow factor. And I'm here with the CEO of the Americas, Jen Halbeth. Jen, how are you?
I'm amazing. We're on the Rhone.
Well, what an amazing vessel. I mean, 2 days on board. It's the second cruise. The crew is so engaged. I mean, onward and upward.
You know, we're getting started, but we appreciate you coming on early on and seeing us as we are cutting our teeth on sailing in the south of France.
So many riverboats on the water. Why Riverside? Why the Ravel?
Because really, we are truly going to occupy that top luxury spot in the river cruise space. I mean, river cruise is an amazing category. It's already up market. All the lines do an amazing job. But if you want better design, more space, and the most exceptional cuisine on the river, you will only find it on Riverside.
I mean, and the fact that you're a smaller line lets you be more ample in terms of making changes and listening to the guests.
Yeah, we are getting feedback right away, and we are making changes. I mean, you would see a difference if you sailed with us like 3 weeks in a row. You would just see a difference every day, every week. And that's why we're sailing now. I mean, we could have waited till next year to start sailing.
Sure.
And we're only doing a short season. But we are going to make ourselves better so that next year when we start welcoming more guests on, we are perfection.
What a pleasure interviewing you. Continued success, onward and upward.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you guys for being here.
I step out once again onto the Vista deck to take in the views that continue to amaze me before heading into town and exploring our next destination. And no matter how I look at this place, from the river, from above, or on the drive there, its beauty can only be compared to the finest impressionist painting. We are in the charming town of Tournon, southeastern France, along the Rhone River. Absolutely stunning. The Passerelle Marc-Sequin Bridge that spans the emerald-colored Rhone River is at the center of the village of Tournon. The collegiate church of St. Julian, which is partly Gothic, has played a significant role in this village for centuries and was once the place of rest for the son of King Francois I. The village, nestled up against the Rhone Alps, has some of the best views of the Tournon Castle, which is perched high in those mountains. The castle is a museum today showing the history of this small village with lots to see and do. I am heading back to the ship for a surprise dining experience for all the guests. While we were in town, the crew arranged on the Vista deck an alfresco dining room. Ooh, that sugar sweet. They wined and dined us with some of the finest and most creative dishes all evening. And as we watched the sun go down, the lights of the village and the Riverside Ravel began to twinkle in the night. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's nice. I just arrived in Lyon, the third largest city in France. And as I begin my city tour, I've decided to start at the Basilica de Notre-Dame de Foyer, named after the hill it's situated on. Let's begin exploring. There's an abundance of history and attractions waiting to be discovered in this captivating city. From the river, the city of Lyon welcomes you like an old friend that you haven't seen for years. Its many beautiful streets open their arms for you to explore, and it never disappoints. It seems at every corner I turn, there was a more fascinating view of architecture and art. Walking into the Basilica Notre-Dame de Foyer is a very spiritual experience. From the way the light shines through the stained glass windows to the intricate carvings and works of art on the dome ceilings almost give a feeling of lifting you to the heavens. The metallic tower in Lyon was built to rival the Eiffel Tower in Paris. It once welcomed guests to the summit and had a restaurant as well, but today it is used only as a television tower. I could wander around Lyon for days, never feeling as though I have seen it all, but I will say au revoir for now, with hopes to see this old friend again sometime in the very near future. We are here at a local market in Lyon called Les Halles de Lyon Port Bocuse. This market is a classic community market featuring culinary creations, artisans, goods, eateries, and locally crafted items. Walking around this market is a treat for the senses. I can see, taste, and smell the deliciousness all around me. Seeing the Ravel and the city of Lyon from above at night gives its beauty a touch of magic and a memory etched in one's mind forever. The Ravel Bistro serves some of the best coffee in all of France and some delicious pastries for when you have a sweet tooth craving. I have been anticipating the next part of this cruise since booking the cruise. No matter how many times you go through a lock on a ship, it never seems to get old. From the crew's expertise in navigating the vessel through such a tight space to the mechanics of how the lock itself works fascinates me as much now as it did when I was a kid. No matter what time of the day we're going to be going through a lock, I will be there. And now we are going through the lock. We continue our way down the beautiful Rhone. No matter what time of the day we are going to be going through a lock, I will be there. And now we are through the lock. We continue our way down the beautiful Rhone. Today I'm venturing out to hunt for the all-elusive truffles with a little help from my four-legged experts. My guide gives me some pointers on how to work with these amazing dogs with noses so sensitive they can smell the truffles buried deep into the soil. Afterwards, I go back to the villa for some lessons on how to cut, chop, and shave the truffles to get the most out of them when cooking. I also got to taste some delicious foods made with this exquisite delicacy. Everything tastes better when some truffle oil is used in its preparation. Now I am heading to explore the nearby walled, fortified, and beautiful town of Grignan, France, famous for the castle that sits high on the mountain like a king sitting on his throne, Chateau Grignan. You can reach the castle from several different roads, but this road that I chose gives a more majestic view as I approach. Once I reach the castle, the views are spectacular. I can see the town of Grignan below and some of its most beautiful rolling hills and fields of lavador surrounding Grignan. This was a wonderful town to visit and the final stop on this cruise. Merci Grignan. The Riverside Ravel experience flew by all too swiftly. From the moment I embarked, I felt a sense of intimacy and warmth, blended seamlessly with five-star ambiance, culinary brilliance, and a crew that personalized their service for every guest. I eagerly anticipate my next visit to Riverside to embark on another captivating itinerary. Until then, I'm Bill Panoff.